Welcome to Scott Cooks. Tonight I'm going to be making a little stir fry. I'm going to do it on the Curtis Stone indoor griddle, but I'm going to also be using our Ninja Foodi to make the rice. For that, I'm going to use 1 cup of jasmine rice, 1 cup of water, and because this is a Asian style dish, I'm going to use some soy sauce. I'll be using about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm going to put it right in the Foodi. Let's get started. All right, this is jasmine rice. Going to get a whole cup here. This is 1 cup of water. And this is a good soy sauce, and this be 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. We're going to use our pressure lid. Make sure it's over on seal, which is to the left. Pressure high. 3 minutes. With a 10-minute natural pressure release, meaning at the end of the 3-minute cycle, we're just going to leave it alone for 10 minutes and then we'll vent it after that. All right, we got about 1 minute to go for our 10-minute natural pressure release. When we hit the 10-minute mark there, I'm going to use the back of a spoon and release the pressure. I won't be able to talk to you because it's going to be too loud with that steam coming out. And I'll go ahead and take the top off when the button drops, stir things up, and I'm probably just going to drop the lid right back on it, or maybe just lower this lid, but turn the Foodi off. I'm just going to let the rice sit in there until I'm ready for it over on the griddle. And in just a few minutes, once we take care of this, I'm going to get the ingredients and show you everything we'll need to make our delicious stir fry over here. And here we go. Close enough. You can go ahead and power off, or you can do it with it on. I usually just power it off so I don't forget. And, well, there you go. Very little pressure left. Only did 1 cup of water. Let's see what it looks like. Button's already dropped. Oh yeah, looks like Asian rice to me, or rice with soy sauce. Call it Asian rice if you want. And the second half of the operation will be taking place here on the Curtis Stone Electric griddle. I just call it the indoor griddle. Really fun machine to have. They're not that expensive. You can cook a lot of stuff on there, really spread it out. If you got the counter space and a few bucks, highly recommend it. No one's paying me to say that, by the way. I just like it. All right, let's go over the ingredients. We're going to be using a little more soy sauce. This is just going to be to taste, so I'll just be splashing it on as I cook. I've got a 1/4 cup of white onion, finely chopped. I got a cup of cooked pork. This is pork shoulder that I cooked in the Ninja Foodi a few days ago, put in the freezer. So this has been cooked. Make sure if you're using pork that it's already been cooked, guys. I've got a cup of mixed vegetables. I got corn, peas, limas, carrots in there, and we'll be scrambling up 2 eggs and folding in the scrambled eggs to this. And then of course I've got the 1 cup or so of the jasmine rice that's been flavored with some soy that's sitting over in the Foodi right now. And I'm going to be using canola. You can use vegetable or something like that. You don't want olive or anything like that here. I'd go with canola. That's what I usually use. And this is a non-stick surface. This is just to get things browned up and sizzly. It has nothing to do with stickiness or anything. Nothing can stick to this thing. This Curtis Stone is crazy. So let's go ahead and get started on that. All right, to start this process off, got to plug her up. The Curtis Stone griddle does not have an on-off switch, so they're forcing you to unplug it, which is a very, very good thing. You should always unplug something that's a high wattage like this. And this, I'm not going to call this a requirement, but I would say it's a strong suggestion. Always preheat your griddle. I'm setting mine to 450 degrees. We're going to go ahead and preheat. When this green light comes on, that means we're at temperature and we can go ahead and start. While we're waiting, we'll go ahead and scramble those 2 eggs up. Just using a small fork. No sense going all crazy and getting everything dirty. Pretty good. Just going to set that aside. All right, it only took a couple seconds, and we're at temperature now. So what we're going to do is just take a little bit of this canola oil and just pour it where we're going to put the onions. And I'm going to do the onions right here in this back corner. So just a little smidgen. It doesn't take much. And you can always just take your spatula, spread that around. If you think you got much, it just rolls right off. All right, let's go ahead and get going. So that's what we want, instant sizzle. Now our vegetables are frozen, so we're going to go ahead and get these warmed up, or thawed out really. They don't need to be in the oil, so we're just going to do these over on the other side. Spread them out. And we'll go ahead and start warming up the pork a little bit too. The pork, of course, was in the refrigerator. So. Try to keep the onions going in the oil over there. None of this stuff needs oil. Unless you want to brown. If you want to brown the pork, then you could throw a little oil underneath of it. Not too concerned about that. Okay, everything is coming out good over here. Onions are getting browned. Just about where I want them. Veggies are thawed. We're going to start combining. And once we get this combined, we're going to start adding in our rice. And of course the eggs will come last. Yeah, I know, I'm dropping a few in the drip pan, you know. That's what happens. I'm not losing much. Let's go start getting some of the rice incorporated in. It's about half the rice there. I'm going to get a second tool here. Help me out. Looking real good, guys. I'm going to go ahead and now I'm going to add a little more of that soy. One, I don't like too much because I find it to be a little salty. And I know you can buy the low sodium, but that doesn't taste the same to me. I want my soy sauce to taste like soy sauce. I just don't want it to be overly salty, if that makes any sense. We're about done here. What we're going to do now, I get my rice just a little more crispy. Spread it out. As soon as I get that rice crispy, I'll clear a spot out in the middle and we'll drop these scrambled eggs in. Alright guys, let's throw a little egg in here. Let's make a hole. Believe me, the scrambled egg is not going to take but a minute on a 450-degree griddle. Let that set for a second or two, and we'll start to incorporate it in. Alright, she's starting to set up now, you can see. Just keep that moving along. Quick and easy. We're done, guys. We're ready to eat. I'm gonna turn the griddle off. Well, you can't turn it off. I'm gonna turn it down. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. Hit that bell for notifications. Don't forget that hit that like button, that thumbs up. That's real important. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. And I'm going to enjoy eating it too.